Welcome to another episode of Biz Takeouts, Biz Community, soundbite-sized news to go, made possible by Euphoria Telecom, South Africa's #1 business phone and contact center solution. I'm your host, Angie White, and I'm very excited to introduce today's guest, John Woollam, CEO of Euphoria Telecom, who will be chatting to us about managing people and culture in a hybrid working world. Hi, John. Let's start with a brief overview of Euphoria Telecom. What do you do? Where do you do it? Who are your customers and your people?
Hi, Angie. Thanks for having me on the show. Euphoria Telecom, it was started in 2011. It's a cloud-based business phone platform. It offers telephony solutions to companies ranging from 1 to 2 man businesses, all the way up to big corporate multi-branches and contact centers. The heart of the business was built on our drive to solve a South African traditional telephony problem. We wanted to improve how companies communicate, how companies service their customers through their communication tools. We wanted to reduce costs and all the risks associated with your legacy-based systems. Since 2011, we've got over 5,000 customers and we service some of South Africa's most loved brands.
From a culture and management point of view, what has been the most challenging aspect of the past 18 months of the global pandemic and working remotely?
I think the most challenging aspect from a management and culture point of view is definitely around fear. I think most companies were very fearful of what had happened with the pandemic and how they were going to manage their staff, how staff were going to cope with their businesses, doors would still be open, a number of different fears. So I know for my staff, it was working from home, people getting sick, scared of getting sick, overworking because you don't just turn off. Job stability, income stability, general well-being, productivity. There's so many things that I think were just a culture of fear. And I think it really kind of put a lot of stress and anxiety onto people. Fortunately, I think Euphoria has been very lucky because we were, in my opinion, one of the best company cultures definitely that I've been part of. So I'm very lucky to work here. So we just had to add to what we were doing before. So the things we do a lot with our staff, we talk a lot, we take time to listen, we definitely invest in our staff's well-being. At the end of December, we do like these care packs where we had a South African care pack and we added in all the South African treats. I know it's probably not healthy, but you know, your peppermint crisps and your jelly tots and all those kind of wonderful warm and fuzzies that are South African home brands. And we focus on staff helping manage their time, like I said, with overworking. I think that's important. And we're constantly training. You know, we feel that the constant upkeep of training keeps people engaged and ready to kind of tackle what's in front of them. And then as far as the remote working software, which is also part more from the company management fear point of view, and I think other companies as well, is what software we were using. We were very fortunate to have our own TMS, our Euphoria TMS software, which has been incredible at managing our staff. Gives them great structure when working remotely. This also lends to giving staff a consistent, stable working environment. You know, they give that structure. So when they're at home, at their kitchen table trying to work, you know, they know that they've got to be, at their desk and doing certain things rather than just trying to figure out what the next step is. So that's kind of what we navigated through this, and yeah.
Well, so I definitely think you hit the nail on the head there with regards to the fear aspect. But you also touched on maintaining and managing your company culture. How have you managed to maintain your culture in this new environment?
I must admit, we, like anything, we definitely learned what works and what doesn't work. I think when we went to remote working, it was very much a case of, we've got to do these Friday lunches, Friday drinks, catch-ups, and you know, you're scared of losing touch with people. But what I think we started to relax, and because we had a good foundation, we realized quickly that it wasn't important to always just be in front of our staff all the time. They needed time off from the business. But we try to keep it fresh and exciting. We try not to overwhelm them with too many company things. So we encourage downtime. The big thing is we also allow people to fail. You know, I think people are scared and there's a lot of things happening in this pandemic. And so we allowed people to bump their heads a bit more than we would have before. And I think that's also helped people get through this. We encourage staff, obviously, to try their best, have fun, make the environment fun. We did a chili noodle competition recently, just in November. And I must admit that I think we had a 70% turnout rate for people that subscribed to doing the challenge. And remember, there's a disclaimer because it is a hot chili challenge. It's hilarious. And everyone did videos and post those videos, and then our incredible marketing team put that together into sort of collage of videos. And so we had a bit of fun with that. And so there's been some really nice initiatives that we've launched. And then, like I said before, communication has been a key ingredient for us and the success of being able to kind of navigate this. So we have something you obviously get State of the Nation address, SONA, but we changed it to SOBA. So we call it State of the Business Address, and we do that every 3 months. And that basically just tells the staff where the business is, how it's doing, what's happening in the economy, just to give them peace of mind so that they can see what's, where the business is going, how it's succeeding in this new world. And that's worked really well for us.
Sounds like a really fun company to work for.
Awesome.
Besides maintaining your culture, you also need to instill your culture with new employees. How do you manage to do that with employees that don't know the company or their colleagues?
Yeah, it's a great question because, with regards to new staff joining, I think mainly we try to foster an environment of mentorship. So we've got great leaders in our business. Our management team is incredible. We try to foster strong relationships as well. So people are very close in our business to each other and try to encourage that. We also obviously use, from a business point of view, key metrics and KPIs. So people know what we expect of them, and we give them goals to try and achieve. And again, we do lots and lots of onboard training. So, training is very, very key to us in ensuring people are kind of getting involved with the business and achieving what they need to. The young people that have kind of joined the business, maybe first time jobs or haven't been part of a business with a great culture, they can see a lot of challenges. And that was a big fear of mine, to be honest. Coming to a business where normally it would be rah-rah and everyone in the office and you get to meet everyone and it's lots of fun and all that. But now you're kind of remote working. You might be sitting at your mom's house or wherever it is and working from the kitchen table. And now you're starting a new job. So, the big thing is keeping motivated, keeping them disciplined, and keeping them engaging with others. And it's not just a case of their peers, but also top-down kind of approach, bottom-up approach. So anyone can kind of chat to anyone in our business. No one's too great or too high and mighty to be able to be approachable and chat to. We just had a whole bunch of new telecanvassers arrive in our business, and it was quite fun. And each one of them had to kind of introduce themselves to people. So they would they'd phone us, obviously, because a lot of us weren't at the office, and they would just introduce themselves and ask us questions about the business. And that's fun. You get to meet new people. And as our business has been growing, that's very, very important. We also do things like welcome packs. So we're actually embarking on a new initiative we've got Euphoria socks and Euphoria hats, and we've got a cultural induction course, which we do with the staff, and we've got a company handbook as well. So our company handbook's awesome. And that really is the guide to how Euphoria works, what the do's and don'ts are, and it answers pretty much every question that's ever been asked. So they've got that at their fingertips. But the main thing is for them to feel valued and encouraged to do well.
Sounds like you've got the company culture education down. But besides the culture, how have you and your customers adjusted to managing people who aren't at a desk from 9 to 5 anymore?
So when 26th of March 2020, we sent all our staff home. Actually, we actually sent them a week before. We kind of saw that was going to happen, so we thought, let's get ahead of the curve, and we sent everyone home. We also, after the lockdown hit, we had over 2,000 customers move to remote working. Unfortunately, our software is capable of doing that. So that was great for us to be able to offer that continuity to customers. The big adjustment was the fear of what are staff doing? How productive are they? How do we manage and monitor them? So our software really helps with that. So staff management capabilities from a workforce management. We've got things like pausing. So if one of the staff members is at their desk and things and they need to go and do something, whether it's private or personal, or, we're not too strict about those types of things, especially in a remote working environment. You got to take care of the kids. You would just pause yourself but then everyone knows what you're doing. So then you'd log back in and stuff. So it gives a structure for people to work within. And I think that really helped. And then we also got the detailed reporting, and which is perfect for remote working and be able to sort of see how people are doing. And that then lends back to the KPIs that we give to people.
That's not a word that you hear very often, continuity, in the times that we're in. So being able to offer that is really, really valuable. And while we're talking about what you're able to offer, what advice can you offer other SMEs when it comes to managing both people and culture while working remotely?
If I had to give anyone advice, and having been an entrepreneur my whole life, I would definitely say if I had to navigate this, it would be technology is key. Definitely, switching to software-based systems. With remote working now, you've got all your staff working in different environments at home. Having something and all your equipment and technology sitting at your office doesn't help you. You need software that supports your business, but also supports your customers as well. You have to be contactable, and your staff have to be able to have the functionality to be able to answer your customers' queries and be able to report back on that. It's got to be easy to use. It's got to have great reporting. It's got to have workforce management capabilities. And I think just give a good working structure for employees. And then from a culture point of view, I'd say to keep it simple, focus on trust, empathy, allowing people to fail, and instilling a culture of accountability with people.
And then what makes Euphoria Telecom's Voice Cloud platform perfect for SMEs?
Yeah, this is the nice and easy for me to actually answer. So it's easy to install, easy to use. There's no long-term contract, so there's no risk for people. They can try it out month to month. Awesome functionality. It's very, very beautiful to look at. It's fully scalable and adaptable, and especially in this environment, that's what you need. If your business is going to grow or downscale, it's wonderful to have software that does that from a risk point of view and a pricing point of view as well. And from that aspect as well, is only pay for what you need. Don't go and buy something that you don't need now. You can start off small, and then you can grow with software-based platforms. You can grow into the next tier of what the offering is. So I think that's kind of the nutshell of our what we offer.
Sounds perfect. And then last but not least, how can people get in touch?
Well, you can go to our website, www.euphoria.co.za. We have a live chat system there. So if you want to chat to someone, definitely help you out. Please do that. There's a form you can fill out as well, or you can phone us on 087 057 8877. And you can also email us at sales@euphoria.co.za. And someone will definitely come back to you.
And that's a wrap on today's show, with thanks to Euphoria Telecom for making it possible. It's Biz Takeouts. Take it where you like it, when you like it. Bye for now.